Hello, Mister. Good afternoon. I hope you are well. My name is Katie Campos. So, this week's topic is educational technology. So, this is an collaborative activity. So, in this video, we're going to explain our activity based on the topic of this week. So, let's start. Okay, the topic is tourist attractions. The level is 9th grade. So that the students can do the activity, we are going to show them this vocabulary. This vocabulary has the tourist places by categories. As you can see here, we have build, event, and entertainment. So, this is the activity. It's a collaborative activity. They will work in pairs. So, instructions of the activity. Make a portfolio containing tourist places of El Salvador. At least 10 places. They can include topics based on the vocabulary provided and the aspects that should be taken into account. Number 1, cover page. On this page, they have to write the name of the institution, the name of the students, the name of the activity, and the level. Number 2, content about the tourist place, images, attractions, and interesting facts. So, if they want to have more information of the topic, they can search on the internet, analyze the information, and put the information in the portfolio. They will also have to look for images to better explain their task. It will be an image for each tourist place. And the last one is creativity. This is very important. The students must be creative and organized when presenting their task. They can also look for example of decorate portfolios on YouTube to get a better idea. So these are the instructions for this activity.
Now is my turn to talk. Today I'm going to talk to you about EdTech or technological education that currently is something really important because nowadays we are passing through difficult times and this is the way that you as a teacher is teaching and we as students are learning, right? And this is really important because this is the only way that we can learn something new and how you can pass your knowledge to your students. And in these times, EdTech, I believe that this is going to be the future. This is how we're going to learn, and this is how it's going to keep, right? Because it's going to be really difficult to pass this pandemic, and I hope that one day we can return to school. Now, till that moment, we need to learn to use the technology in the educational sector. That is something really important because the education cannot be the same of 100 years ago. now we need to improve something new, and I believe this is the opportunity when we can do that and give to our students new methods, new strategies, new tools to learn. And two, for us as teacher and future teachers, this is really important because we're going to learn to use these tools, apps, these websites to help our students to learn in a better way. So let's continue. Next slide. Okay, the technological resources that we're going to use in this activity going to be two. I'm going to talk about the platform and the tool that we're going to use. First of all, I'm going to talk to you about the platform. The platform, I believe that is something really important because it needs to be easy to use for our students and easy for us as teachers because the technology can help us as teachers to be better at the moment of grades and at the moment of developing classes. So I'm going to talk about that. Then here we have the platform that we choose for this activity is Edmodo. Why? Because as I mentioned before, it's easy to use. All the students can use this platform and is accessible. And this because you can just download the app on your cell phone or use the website of Edmodo and rock the website, right? And then there we have a lot of tools that such as forum quizzes, and we can create some forums in order to interact with our students, and we can create some quizzes too, and it's easy to grade, right? Because if the quiz is a multi-choice quiz, there you have a saved rate for the number of right answers that your student has, right? And that is why we decided to use this platform. Now, tool to use, and as you know, we need to create a digital portfolio of the touristic places here in El Salvador. And the tool that we're going to use for this activity and going to ask to our student to use is Book Creator. Why this tool or this app is easy to use? Because it's really easy to use and is intuitable, and you need to be a kind of curious to have a better management of the app tool, and you're going to understand it in 5 or 10 minutes. And then easy to understand, as I mentioned before, you just need to be curious to understand the app. And finally, the most important, is free. And we have a lot of tools, but this is really important because their students can develop a lot of skills. Now I'm going to talk about that. That are the skills that our students are going to develop during this activity. And the skills that our students are going to develop in this activity is going to be reading, because they need to read a lot of things about the touristic places, and we know that they can just use Google Translator, but they come to read something at least. Then we have speaking. Another thing why we choose this tool that is Book Creator is because they can add a voice note to their slides, right? And they can describe the place that they are talking about. It's really easy if you can and you want to do that. Speaking is going to be one of the skills that are going to be developed. Then we have writing. They going to write because they have to describe the place. And the last, no least important, is creativity. Creativity, because this app is kind of this app develop the creativity. because it is as like you are creating a comic. You can add a lot of pictures, you can add like bubbles here or here that you're talking about, and it's really interesting. So it's one skill that they're going to develop using this tool, and that is why we choose that. And then you can just share the link in the platform, and we as teachers can see what they do, what they develop in that activity, right? So that is all for my part. Now my partner going to continue with this presentation. See you next time. Take care and keep safe.
Hello, my name is Elvira Cruz, and today we are going to talk about, in my case, the methodology that we are going to use for this activity. As you already know, okay, the activity is about a portfolio that students are going to develop according to different places that they like the most about our country, El Salvador. So what they are going to do, we are going to provide them a vocabulary in which they can use those words to put them in the document that they are going to build with all the images. So for that they are going to use a technological resource, in this case a computer, in which they are going to look for the information required and also the pictures, because we want that the activity they can add pictures, because we want the activity creative, a creative activity. So what we are looking for this activity is that students can develop the reading comprehension and also their writing, because it's important for them. So basically this is the methodology that we are going to use, because we need that students can think and understand better.